A perfect summer weekend. Blue skies. A calm sea. For most families, it's a time for happy memories. But for one woman, it became the start of a nightmare. A weekend sail turned into a 12-year mystery. Her husband and daughter went out on the water and simply vanished. The sea told no stories, but 12 years later, a forgotten box in the attic would reveal a truth far darker than the deepest ocean. Welcome to the Unknownfilesx, where we explore the shadows of the unknown. It was a warm Friday afternoon in June 2012, in the quiet coastal town of Port Blossom. Alan, a loving father and experienced sailor, was getting his boat, the Sea Spirit, ready for a special trip. His 9-year-old daughter, Lily, was buzzing with excitement. It was their annual father-daughter sailing weekend, a tradition they both cherished. His wife, Sarah, watched from the porch as they packed sandwiches and life jackets. Lily, with her bright red hair, was a little sunbeam, dancing around her father's feet. Alan promised to call Sarah that night from the marina on Sparrow Island, their usual first stop. He kissed her goodbye, his eyes full of love. "We'll be back Sunday evening," he said with a smile. It was the last time she would ever see them. Sunday evening came and went. No boat appeared on the horizon. Sarah called Alan's phone, but it went straight to voicemail. She told herself they were probably just delayed by the wind. But as the hours turned into a long, dark night, a cold dread began to creep into her heart. By Monday morning, she knew something was terribly wrong. She called the Coast Guard, her voice trembling. The search began immediately. Helicopters scanned the endless blue waters. Coast Guard cutters crisscrossed the route to Sparrow Island. They found nothing. No wreckage, no life jackets, no sign of the Sea Spirit or its two passengers. It was as if the ocean had simply swallowed them whole. The search lasted for weeks, but the sea kept its secrets. Alan was a skilled sailor. The weather had been perfect. The boat was in excellent condition. It made no sense. The official report concluded they were likely lost at sea in a tragic, yet unexplained, accident. For Sarah, life stopped. The silence in her home was deafening. Lily's empty room was a constant, painful reminder of her loss. Friends and family tried to help, but how could they understand the torment of not knowing? Was it a sudden storm? A rogue wave? Did the boat sink? Were they still out there somewhere? The questions haunted her waking moments and filled her nightmares. She walked the shoreline every day for years, her eyes scanning the horizon, hoping for a miracle that never came. The town of Port Blossom mourned with her, but eventually, life moved on. The story of the missing father and daughter became a local legend, a sad tale told to newcomers. Sarah's grief, however, remained frozen in time. She became a recluse, trapped in her own home, which had turned into a museum of memories. She couldn't bring herself to change a thing, as if that would somehow erase Alan and Lily completely. She lived in a quiet state of limbo, suspended between hope and despair. The not knowing was a special kind of torture, a wound that could never heal. 12 years passed. 12 long, empty years. It was now 2024. Sarah, her hair now streaked with gray, was finally starting the painful process of packing up the house to sell it. It was time to let go, everyone told her. While clearing out the dusty attic, she found a small, locked metal box tucked away in a dark corner. It was one of Alan's old work boxes. She didn't remember ever seeing it before. Curiosity got the better of her, and after a bit of work, she managed to pry it open. Inside, beneath some old papers, was a small, worn leather journal. It was Alan's. Her heart pounded as she opened it. The entries started a few months before that final sailing trip. At first, they were normal notes about work and the boat. But then, the tone changed. Alan wrote about feeling watched. He mentioned strange cars parked on their street late at night. He described phone calls with no one on the other end. He was scared, but he didn't want to worry Sarah. He wrote, "They know about my past. They found me. I don't know what they want, but I can't let them get news Sarah and Lily." Sarah's blood ran cold. Alan's past. He was an accountant. What past could he possibly have? She kept reading, her hands shaking. The final entries were from the week of the trip. Alan had discovered he was involved with dangerous people from a job long ago, before he even met her. They were threatening him, using his family as leverage. The sailing trip wasn't a vacation. It was an escape. He wrote, "This is the only way. We have to disappear. I've arranged everything. New names, a new life far away from here. It will break Sarah's heart, but it's the only way to keep her safe. They can't know she's alive. One day, I hope she can forgive me." The journal fell from her hands. Alan wasn't dead. Lily wasn't dead. They were alive. He had left her. He had staged their disappearance to protect her from a threat she never even knew existed. The 12 years of grief, of not knowing, of tortuous hope, it was all built on a lie. A lie born from love, perhaps, but a lie that had shattered her life. The pain of the accident was replaced by the sharp, bitter sting of betrayal. He chose to save her by destroying her. She was not a widow. She was abandoned. Sarah sat there in the dusty attic, surrounded by ghosts of the past, holding the proof of a life she never lived, and a husband she never truly knew. The ocean hadn't taken her family. The man she loved had. He had sailed away, not into a storm, but into a new life, taking their daughter with him, and leaving Sarah behind to drown in a sea of sorrow. The mystery was solved, but the truth offered no comfort, only a new, more profound kind of pain. The story of Alan and Lily is a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the secrets we keep to protect the ones we love. If this really happened, would you want to know the truth? Or would you rather live with the uncertainty? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this story compelling, please subscribe to the Unknownfilesx and like and share this video. Thanks for watching.